Hello everyone, it is Voodoo here, and I'd like to welcome you to this video. And in this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take an opportunity to talk to you guys and explain to you and outline some changes that I will be making to the presentation of my content in the year 2014. Entering now, if you can believe it, my 4th year of doing videos on YouTube, with the focal point being my game playthroughs. And I'm always looking for ways every year to improve my product, to make it better, and having the goal of being the best. So, we've progressed a long way from where we were at the beginning of 2011 when I started this. Obviously, we've upgraded now to Direct Capture HD gameplay, which looks beautiful. But there's still things I can do to improve. And so I'm going to be talking to you guys about what I'm going to be doing to improve the presentation of my gameplay this year. So as you guys might have noticed, I uploaded a video about 24 hours ago in which I had a test. And what that test was to include, for the first time ever on my gameplay videos, a face cam, which was overlaid over my gameplay. I played some Battlefield 4 multiplayer and overlaid a face cam for the first time and uploaded that as a test to see how it would look, to see how it would work with YouTube, and mainly how you guys, the viewers, liked the addition. And I have to say that I thought it came out very well, and with limited problems, and so I was happy with the way it came out. And basically what I'm announcing is due to my experience with doing it, how I feel it came out, and due to the positive feedback I've received since uploading the video, I will be officially incorporating a face cam into all of my future gameplay videos. It's going to be a staple of mine, and it will be in my gameplay videos. Now, it's not as simple as just saying, okay, I'll add a face cam and it's over, because adding the face cam will change ultimately how I record and ultimately how I will go about uploading videos to YouTube. But I think for the better. So first of all, what you should know is that in order for me to overlay a face cam, I need to do two separate things. I need to be recording my gameplay through the Elgato gameplay or game capture software, and I need to be recording my face through a different program using my webcam on my MacBook Pro. So it's two separate videos that I record at one time. And then what I do is, after I have done that, I move both of the videos into the iMovie video editor, and then I overlay the webcam video onto the gameplay video. And after that, I need to make sure that the audio and that the webcam video syncs up to the gameplay, because previously I would record my commentary through the Elgato software and it would match and sync the audio up automatically itself, but now I'm going to record my audio through the webcam. So I need to manually, through the editor, make sure that the audio of my voice matches up with the game. And then once that's done, I need to process that video through the iMovie editor to create it into one video. And then once I do that, obviously it needs to be uploaded to YouTube. So it's a much more time-consuming way to record than is simply recording through Elgato minus the face cam. It takes up a lot of time. It takes probably around 2 hours to render each video through the editor, and then quite a long time to actually upload the video to YouTube. So, what does this mean? Well, first of all, now that I'm going to be basically producing 2 videos for every one that I used to do, because now I need a separate face cam video, I want to deal with as little videos as possible, and I want to have to edit as little as possible. So what that means is that I'm going to be increasing the length of the clips of my gameplay from the usual 10 to 15 minute clip to around 30 minutes per clip. That way I deal with less videos and I don't have to edit as many as I would if I continued to record in the time segments that I have been recording in. So I'm going to be changing that. Every video is going to be about twice as long now as you're used to, and those are basically the changes that I'm going to be making. About 30-minute videos, and they're going to include a face cam. Now, this actually does help me when it comes to trying to stay regular on my uploads. And for the past 3 years, the way I've been recording and uploading is my uploading has been as sporadic as my game playing. And by that I mean this. If I don't play a game for a week, okay, you won't see any gameplay videos during that time. Then if I sit down one day and I do a marathon of that game, I make 15 to 20 videos, I'll upload all 15 to 20 videos within a 1 to 2 day period. And then you may not see anything for a few more days. So it's pretty sporadic, and it's not regular. And sometimes I can produce a lot of videos at one time, which I know a lot of YouTubers or YouTube viewers aren't too fond of doing that, because it's not easy for them to stay up to date and to to stay regular with my content. So the fact that recording this new way is so time consuming, it's going to allow me to be more regular, meaning that my goal is to upload every 1 to 2 days, or upload one 30-minute clip every 1 to 2 days, maybe 2 clips. But basically, I'd like to get a video out to you every day, or maybe missing a day here or there. And I think I can do that now, because when I'm not playing games, I can be taking that time to edit and to produce the videos, to render them, and all that other kind of stuff. And since it takes so long to upload, I can't really mass upload at one time. So I can upload a video, one video or maybe 2 videos a day. And it won't be so sporadic anymore, because the fact that it is time consuming means that I can't really go on a binge uploading spree at one time. It takes time to produce and render all these videos. So no matter what I'm doing on a particular day, whether it is playing a game or not playing a game, I will be either editing or taking a large block of time to upload 1 to 2 videos. So I think that's going to really be helpful, because it's going to keep, like I said, my uploading regular. I'm not going to flood people's inbox on a particular day with 20 videos, and it will help people to stay regular. They wake up one day and know, okay, there's probably going to be 1 to 2 videos from Voodoo today, tomorrow, the day after. And that's going to be how it is. Now, you might be asking yourself, why the changes? Why include a face cam? Why change it to 30-minute clips and, upload the way you're going to start uploading? And as I said before, I'm always looking for a way to make my content stick out and be better. And you might say, well, you're just selling out, you're just copying all of the upper-level YouTubers by adding a face cam and making 30-minute clips. And in a way, you're absolutely correct, because it only makes sense. You have to look at what the people are doing, or what makes people successful in what they're doing, and in some ways try to emulate that. But in order to really become successful and stand out, you have to take their techniques, but put your own personal spin on it, and be unique in the way that you use those techniques, which I do with all the other videos I have on this channel, not necessarily just gameplay, but all the other stuff that I do on this channel. And I just feel like that I'm where I am right now is I'm lost in the sea of all these thousands of people on the internet doing playthroughs. Your average Joe Schmo uploading playthroughs to YouTube. Now, I'm trying to separate myself from that. Now, the average Joe Schmo, first of all, might not actually have direct capture. But assuming that they do, most of them are not using webcams. Most of them either do not want to go through the trouble of using one, or they don't have the means to use one. And so all of them kind of blend together. And what I'm looking to do is change my content to where you open it, you watch it, and you say, wow, it makes a first impression. Okay, this guy's not a wash like the rest of them. And I feel the face cam is a good way to do that, because what I started to do was I said, when I watch playthroughs of other people, what about those playthroughs makes me interested in the playthrough? Obviously, the quality of the commentary, if the person's an entertaining commentator or not. But there's other factors, and I noticed that the face cam was one that I really personally enjoyed as a viewer, because it puts a face to the voice you're listening to. You're not just listening to a faceless person do commentary over a video. You're actually seeing a face, you're seeing a person, you know the person behind the voice who's playing the game, and there's that personal connection there. There's that feeling of familiarity with the person that you're watching, because you can see their face and you can make eye contact with that individual while he or she is playing the game. And I personally found that a really unique thing on people's channels, and it sets people's channels apart, because then you can see their face, you know that they're different from other people, that they're a different person, and you know something about that person other than just their voice over the gameplay. And you can see their reactions, their facial expressions while they're playing the game, and it just gives you another element to watch as you're watching the video, and I personally enjoyed that. Now, I already explained to you the technical reasons why I'm going to be doing 30-minute clips, but I also find that the average YouTube viewer prefers the longer clip style of doing it. And when I noticed the top YouTubers who do playthroughs or extended sessions of gameplay, it's usually around the 30-minute mark, because, I don't know really the exact reason. Maybe it's because if you do videos at 10 to 15 minutes, you do a full playthrough, there's a lot of parts. Maybe it looks cluttered, maybe it looks like a daunting task to the viewer to have to sit there and watch 50, 60 parts of a playthrough, whereas if you make 30-minute clips, it's only a 30-minute part, and maybe it creates an illusion to the viewer that it's not so much of a daunting task to watch the whole thing. I don't particularly know. Or maybe they like the fact that it's longer segments of video uninterrupted, not having to switch videos or not having to have a break in the action. So I can possibly see reasons why the average viewer would like the longer time style of video. And so, per what I'm doing, like I said, I'm always striving to be better, to make my quality better. That's what I'm going to be implementing. Now, as I said, it's going to take more of an effort on my part. It's going to take more time in order to edit now every gameplay video I do, which I never had to do before. And it was something in the past I wasn't comfortable taking on, but you know what, if I want to get better and if I want to improve my product, then I have to put in the work to do that. And I think that this work is positive work. I think it's going to be productive, and I think people are going to enjoy it overall better. I think it's going to make for a better quality of video, and it's going to be more enjoyable because of the face cam interaction and the longer recording times. Really, the reason that particularly spurred me to make some changes was because I had been getting a couple of comments recently from people telling me that my gameplay videos were boring, that they were not interesting to watch. Now, when I hear comments like that, to me that's basically a death knell, because there's so many people doing Let's Plays that if somebody's going to click on my video and they're going to think I'm boring, they're not even going to give me a second thought. They're not going to look at the rest of my channel and say, this guy's boring, moving on to the next one, because there's so many out there to choose from. And so for me, that was an alarming few comments of people telling me that my content was boring. So I said, well, I need to do something to make it more entertaining. And so the face cam idea came to light. And I also feel that if I have a tendency when I play games and do commentary, if I'm just sitting there, just playing the game, just talking into a microphone, I have a tendency to just kind of lose myself in whatever game I'm playing, to kind of forget for a period of time that I'm actually doing a playthrough for an audience, and therefore my commentary can suffer. It can become, first of all, I know I have a monotone voice, and it's a deep voice, it's monotone. I know that. Unfortunately, I can't change that because that's just my voice. But when I'm losing myself in these games and I'm doing the commentary, I can just start droning and not being interesting, not making jokes, not being interactive with the people watching. And I feel that, if I know I have a camera pointed at me the whole time while I'm doing the playthrough, it will keep me more engaged. It'll keep reminding me that, okay, I need to be more interactive, more lively. I need to keep entertaining people with my commentary as I'm going. And I think that the face cam the whole time will help me to focus and to concentrate on continuing to be more entertaining. So that's basically the changes. It's not groundbreaking changes to the content I'm going to be doing or anything like that. The content of my videos is going to remain the same, but the presentation is going to be different, and I hope that it's for the best. I think it will be. I think it's going to be a positive change that I think people will enjoy. Now, I just talked about some things that I'm going to be doing this year to try to make my content better. So let me check my video time. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to ask something of you guys, my viewers. And this is something I've tried doing in the past, several times, but now that it's a new year, it's 2014, and I actually have over 800 subscribers now, I'm going to try to do it again. And that is to ask you guys to be bigger participants with me in my channel, specifically giving me feedback and giving me your opinions. I, unlike some other people, actually value your opinion, and I would love to hear it. And what specifically do I mean by that? Well, I noticed that a lot of times my videos have good views, but hardly anyone ever comments on them. And it's okay, except when I'm looking specifically maybe for feedback or for reactions of people to what I'm doing. And I would just ask in 2014 that I could get some more opinions and some more thoughts from my viewer base. Because really for the past 3 years, I've been operating kind of on a guessing basis, like I guess that, that I should change this, or I think that people will enjoy this. Because I haven't really had that community built up on this channel of people who, come out and tell me if they're enjoying certain things. So for instance, like this past week, when I put all these options on the table for gameplay, I talked about doing Kingdom Hearts, I talked about doing Fallout 3 DLC, I mentioned possibly doing The Wolf Among Us. I put all those options on the table. So for instance, in the future, when I do that, it would be really awesome if I could get comments from you guys as to, if you prefer to see a certain game that week over another week. If you don't care which game you see, you like all the options. If you like none of the options. Whatever the case may be, I would love to hear that kind of feedback on the video. Because mainly, while this channel is very entertaining to me, and I get to play all kinds of games and share it publicly, I also do this for entertainment value for you guys, which is one of the reasons I'm making this change. And, if I don't have any feedback from you guys, then I don't know whether or not I'm doing stuff that's entertaining to you. And I want to do stuff that's entertaining. So, I want to make content that you guys want to see. So, please, in the future, sometimes there's a lot of videos where I ask questions like, should I do this week? Or should I, what would you prefer, this or this? And I'll ask these questions and the video will get views, but then no one answers my questions. So I'm really no better off as far as knowing what I should do. And so this year I would really ask if you could just take the time out to write a short comment every now and then, letting me know your opinions and your thoughts, whether you're liking a certain game that I'm playing and you don't want me to stop, or if you'd rather me stop that game and move on to something else, or whatever the case may be. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's negative or positive or whatever the case is. I just want you guys' opinion, because without it, I'm kind of running my channel in the dark here, and I just have to go with whatever I want to do and whatever I feel is the best. Because if you guys don't tell me, there's no way of me knowing which way to go with it. So this year in 2014, and I say this at the start of every year, but once again, I mean it. With these changes and with you guys' hopeful increased participation in the channel, this could be the best year for my YouTube channel. And I firmly believe that, and I believe it at the start of every year, that it has the potential to be the best year. We've got the new generation this year. I've got the PlayStation 4. I'm planning on playing all kinds of really awesome titles this year on the PS4, along with the new face cam and everything. And I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said, it would be even more fun and more awesome if you guys could just, give me some feedback from time to time. Let me know how you think I'm doing. Let me know if you like a particular playthrough, if you hate it, if you think the game sucks, if you think I suck, if you have any ideas on how to improve my quality. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can just suggest something and automatically I'm going to say okay and do it. I still have to see whether or not it's feasible and if I want to pursue that. But certainly your feedback and your comments will be taken into great consideration for me in the future. For instance, the people who told me that my stuff was boring to watch. I wasn't offended by that. It helped me because I knew, okay, I need to make some changes. I need to do some stuff to shake it up and to, to be better. And that's why I'm implementing the face cam. So, the comments, negative or positive or whatever, help me either way. And so that's that's just what I ask of you this year. I'm doing some things on my end to try to make it better, to make my content better. So I just ask for a little bit on your end to try to help me make my content as good as it can be. And this could be a fantastic year, and I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you guys for watching. Happy New Year. I hope that the changes I'm implementing will satisfy you guys and will excite you and keep you entertained. And I hope to hear all you guys' feedback on future videos. That would be great, including this one. Let me know what you think of my changes. If you think that they're good, if you think that they're stupid, if you think you'll enjoy it, or whatever the case is, let me know. And other than that, just thank you guys for your support. I appreciate it. And I will see you for what hopes to be a great 2014. Thanks, and peace out.